Welcome back to Two Gays Take On. Today we are talking about paranormal creatures and myths. Ooh!
Ooh, spoopy!
I am Dex, and unlike Pamela Anderson, I have never been sexually assaulted by a ghost.
That one shook me as to the foundations of who I am as a person. That shook me.
We'll talk about it.
Okay.
And you are?
I'm Jake, and I'm a jellyfish who's gained sentience.
Okay, that was great. Do you want to talk about Pamela Anderson?
Yours was so good. Yeah, paranormal creatures. I need to hear.
So there used to be this show, and it was called I Survived Paranormal Activity or something. Paranormal Survivor, that's what it was. And it had a celebrity episode, and Pamela Anderson was on it and claimed that her mansion was haunted by a ghost and that it sexually assaulted her in her sleep. And like,
shut up.
No, I'm so serious.
This is real?
Yes. And it's like on YouTube. You can go look it up.
I can't.
And it's the most ridiculous thing. Like, she describes it. She's like, he was pinning me down. And it's like a ghost.
Is she... I have no words. I'm stuttering like a fool because there is nothing to describe how I feel about that.
Do you believe in ghosts?
That's why I'm shocked.
Because you don't believe?
No, I do believe in ghosts. 100%. I believe there is something there. I don't think that TV shows that like ghost hunters are real.
What about Pamela Anderson though?
I don't believe ghosts can sexually assault people. Is there like a recorded history of people who say that they've been assaulted by ghosts?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't look that up. I'm not prepared for this topic. I didn't think we were going to dive into sexual assaults by ghosts right away.
I mean, we can reel it back and talk about other creatures. You said that though, and I really needed to get that out of the way.
That's insane.
It's insane.
Have you
Something inside Pamela Anderson is broke, and it's not just her boobies.
Yeah, but I think she's always been that way.
Honey, yes. Own it. Bless that rack.
Yeah. Do you think Trisha Paytas is the next coming of Pamela Anderson?
I think that's very possible. She's got it all.
Yeah.
The fame and the fortune and more. Is that High School Musical 3?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Oh, High School Musical.
Is Zac Efron a ghost?
Have you had any ghost encounters, like yourself? Or like where you think you've encountered something or might have?
No, I haven't. No. Which is a bummer.
I had one. As a kid, my parents said I was just weird and would like point to things and like wouldn't say what it is. And you know, typical weird kid things. And we live next to a graveyard.
I've seen horror movies.
Which is
every weird little kid that points in the air and is like, my invisible friend is there. Definitely a ghost.
No, what's weird is I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say what it was. I don't remember. Like, I'm too old now to remember all the way back to when I would do this.
Is your true birth name Damien?
No. But
do you have a birthmark?
I'll let you know. We live next to Lac La Belle Cemetery, which is like one of the most haunted graveyards in the country. And our house was like 110 years old. So it's super old and creepy.
Oh, no.
So as an adult, you know, we moved into this new house. It was maybe 8 years old. And I was sitting in my room and just like started feeling something was weird. Couldn't really describe it. I wasn't super interested in ghosts, so I didn't really like know a lot about them or even think about them. Like, that wasn't even a possibility in my mind. A few days later, like the feeling just kept happening. So then I think towards the end of the week, my old roommate, we were best friends, and like she would come over every day and we would just like spill tea and she would prank me, and like one time she made me think that there was an alien coming to abduct me. Like, I was so scared. She threw a snowball at my window and I didn't see it and was like shining lights in my window, and I was home alone.
You were like, Thunderman's here, I'm done.
Yeah, I was not ready. But I was home alone in the middle of the night, and I was laying in my bed, and it lays against the wall like this way, and the window sits right above my bed.
Yeah.
And I would say to the right of my bed, all the way at the other end of the room is my closet.
Yeah.
And like the moonlight would shine
To
into
your
the
closet.
closet. And I saw like the moonlight just chilling there while I'm
Your
on my
life is a movie.
While I'm on my laptop. And all of a sudden the light got super close. Like very close, very fast. And I turned and there was nothing there. It was just the moonlight. But I kid you not, like I saw it come out of the closet, come towards me, and the shocking speed of it made me stop and turn my head. And I was seeing it out of like my peripheral vision. But nothing was there. So I called heaven and I was like, please come over if you are not here right now because you are pranking me. I need to get out of this house. So we went to a diner and sat there for like 2 hours and then I slept at her house because I was not fucking going home.
You were too scared.
Yeah. And my roommate now, he...
was your life an episode of Medium with Jennifer Garner?
I've never seen that show.
Me neither.
Shout out to it, but never watched it. We wanted to, honey, but no.
But I love myself more than that.
Yeah.
That's really spooky. I can't...
That was my one ghost encounter, and ever since then, like, I wouldn't say I'm a believer, but I believe there's something, like, that's not us.
Oh my god. The only thing that's ever happened to me was I was with my sister and, like, a couple of her friends, and they wanted to go out to the cemetery, and I think I had a buddy with me, but I don't even know if that matters. And I was like, I don't want to go. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and I don't really like graveyards as it is. I think it's a very solemn place for the dead. And I don't want to... I feel like it's really disrespectful to go there and, like, run around. Yeah. Personal beliefs.
You're running on top of dead bodies.
Yeah.
Think about that.
And the memory of them. That's what hurts me the most.
Don't run on your Aunt Carol when she's fucking 6 feet under.
She made that amazing cake for your 6th birthday party.
And sure, she fucked up some of your gifts, but you know what? She tried.
But honestly, it's not her damn fault that vodka just tastes so good.
Shit. Oh, that got so sad and dark. Poor Carol. We know she's fictional.
But I feel bad for her because Carol is somebody's real aunt. You know that's true.
True. Can we just give a shout out to Carol?
Roll back. My sister wanted to go to that graveyard, and I was like, no. It's late. Graveyards are spoopy. And they talked me into it. I got into the car, and we drove, and, like, it's in the middle of nowhere in this back alley place by where we used to live. And everybody's anxiously giggling. My sister's kind of like on edge because everybody's like, we're going to this fucking haunted graveyard. Ah! We get probably 3 minutes away from the graveyard, and I have not had a nosebleed since I was 10 years old. And I was 19 at that time. All of a sudden, I just start leaking blood out of my face and my nose like crazy.
Ooh.
It was literally out of nowhere. I hadn't even touched my nose, and all of a sudden, like, my sister turns around and she's like, you are bleeding. You have a nosebleed, and it's going all over your shirt. And I was like, what? So I had to, like, put something in my nose, and then we went out to that graveyard. And it was
still went?
Yeah! My sister's basically in tears by the time we get there. Her friends are giggling, but you can tell they're all very... freaked the fuck out. I'm trying to play it cool because I'm the older brother and I want to seem like a badass and trying to play it off. Inside, I'm screaming like a banshee that we shouldn't be doing this and this is wrong and something bad is going to happen. And we go to the graveyard. I walk in and it's misty. It's the perfect graveyard scenario. Ooh. It feels really cold. I get one patch of mist that feels mildly colder, and I'm like, get the fuck out. We're leaving. I'm done. I'm going to go sit in the car. I'm fucking done with this.
That's pretty creepy. I would take that as an omen. Like,
for
not
sure.
To go.
Me too. I've seen those movies. What was that movie we just went and saw, that horror movie?
Hereditary.
That's wild. That movie was
Should we spoil it?
Fucking trip. No spoilers because if you don't know what's gonna happen, it's 10,000 times better.
Yeah, I made my boyfriend watch that last night, and you know what he said?
Did he cry like I almost did?
No. He looked at the screen and he was like, "What the fuck is this? What is happening?"
It feels like an instrument to summon a demon itself.
Yeah. True work of art for a horror movie.
Holy fuck. But I think it freaks me out. Do you believe in demons?
Yes and no. Like, I don't believe particularly in demons. I don't even fully believe in ghosts, even with my experience. I believe that there is something out there, but I can't describe what it is. So the possibility that there is a bad type of whatever I believe in that, if that counts as like a demon.
I believe in demons 100%. I don't think they're necessarily associated with hell or the devil or all of that, because I believe God is all loving and will accept us into his kingdom. Anyways, rampage. I believe in demons. I hate exorcism horror movies because of that. I hate them. Exorcism of Emily Rose made me cry.
Same though. I was too young to watch it, and I was so scared.
Completely against. Paranormal Activity got to me because if I had to imagine what a demon would be like, it would be that. The first movie. Nothing completely malicious until you give into it enough. And it just creates subtle terror in your life. And of course, nobody's going to believe you.
Yeah.
100% nobody's going to believe you.
Oh, that's so spooky.
I know. So I believe in demons 100%. I think they are in our world. And if you let things in your life happen, they will be there. And that fucking terrifies me. Because holy shit.
Well, I want to keep our viewers safe. I know you will never play with a Ouija board. You hate them. You're terrified.
That's what I wanted to talk about next was Ouija boards. I want to know what your stance is, because I told you I am 150% against that. I don't want them in my home. I don't want them to be involved in my life. I got in a fight about it because he brought one home and was talking about how he was going to customize it. And I looked at him and I said, I told you I never wanted those in my house. You need to get that fucking thing out of my apartment right now. And we got into a big fight about it. But I will not do it.
I don't particularly believe in them. Every time I've played with them, it's been like stupid children being like, there's a ghost.
Swoopy.
Yeah, so I just think it's bullshit. But I have heard, this is what I wanted to say to the viewers, is if you use a Ouija board, there is supposedly like a demon named Zozo who will talk to you as if they're your relative. And then if you ask it what its name is, it will spell out Zozo.
And then you're fucked?
Yeah, and it will stick with you. Like, you can't say goodbye to it because those are the rules. So, if you're playing with a Ouija board, be safe. And if you see Zozo, go get the cops, get the police, get your priest, get everyone. Like,
fucking call down a nuclear strike because it's done.
Please.
That's terrifying. Why would you tell me about that? I'm going to have to
You
Google
don't have a Ouija board.
I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to cry. It's like when I read creepypasta, I just become absolutely terrified and I don't feel safe.
I don't believe in Ouija
Okay,
boards.
turning to something more positive because I'm fucking terrified now. Do you, along with paranormal creatures, I feel like you have to have the discussion, like, do you think magic is real in the world?
That's a really good question. I've
thought about this extensively.
I feel there may not be the magic that we think there is, but, you know, we're not the only planet in this whole whatever this is past our universe.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like magic may come from other planets, like in the form of like flora or creatures that like we don't understand.
That's wild. That's a wonderful like view.
Because think about how many meteorites or like rocks that come from unknown places that like land on the earth. They have to bring bacteria or something with it. And maybe, you know, our evolution takes thousands and hundreds of years, but alien species can
You just
evolve
wrote the
differently
next
than us.
best-selling fantasy novel.
Well, anything is possible. So I think that, even the bizarre things that we find in this world can maybe be attributed to some weird form of evolution here
Yeah,
or from another planet.
yeah.
And I also think that magic could be real. That is a whole nother paranormal topic because witchcraft and the Salem witch trials and everything that happened.
Oh,
But I definitely believe in the possibility that it could be real, but I would need to witness something to believe. I'm a see to believe kind of guy.
oh, I love that though. That theory was illuminating. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciated that so much.
I don't know. That's my view on magic or what it would be.
I I definitely. Oh, you shook me. That was really good. Um, I definitely believe that there's some unknown forces in the world. See. I'm a huge fucking nerd though, so like every fiber in my being is like, let magic be real.
Same though. Harry Potter.
Yeah, but I definitely would not at all be shocked to find out someday in the future that there was this whole back alley hidden world of magic that they've just like an underbelly of the world that was created by people with things that we can't explain.
Yeah. That would be cool. I hope we live
I
for
would
that.
live for that. I want to be I want to be a fucking wizard.
Every kid when they were young tried to be Matilda and was
True.
like, move the object, just move it a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I just really like, yeah, fantasy stuff too, though.
I love
But I
magic.
would love to think that there's like fairies and shit around.
Ooh, fairies is a whole nother topic.
I
Do
love
you
it.
believe in them?
I think I do in a weird way. I'm not sure how to express my feelings about it because I feel as if they are real, but in some sort of amorphous metaphysical shape.
I agree. This is gonna sound so stupid, but I believe in them. This is one of the weird paranormal creatures that all our viewers are probably gonna be like, oh my god, he's fucking insane.
I feel like this whole part about magic, they're gonna be like, these people are actually crazy. I have to turn this off. They need to seek help.
I don't think that we can see them. I don't think we can feel them. And I don't think they have any impact on us. I think they have their own like micro advanced society. And I believe in like the theory of like mushrooms in a circle are a fairy ring where like a fairy was birthed. Like
Stuff like that is what makes me believe that magic has to be real. There's
yeah.
just strange things that happen as a law of nature and nobody can figure out why. And I think it's because we fundamentally don't have the capability of understanding it because it's beyond us.
Plug to a movie. Have you ever seen the movie Tooth Fairy?
With what's her name?
I can't remember, but it's really
She was the lady who she was really fat and then she lost all the weight on Weight Watchers.
no.
Christy,
No.
is this the one with the rock?
No, it was a couple. I can't even remember
Kirstie
who's
Alley.
in it.
That was her name.
Yes, but she's not in it.
Really?
No. It's this movie and this couple with a little girl moves to a house and there's like a little door in the basement that's like nailed shut.
Oh.
And she like talks to the door and there's like little people in there and they're like mini fairies that want to come out and like harvest people teeth and like they're tooth fairies.
Oh, I did watch that movie.
Yeah,
That movie was wild.
it's pretty creepy.
I was thinking about that not that long ago, and I could not for the. All I remembered was the little door in the floor in the basement that
And
she would talk to.
the stupid girl who, when the voices are saying, "Come here," she's like, "My friends need me."
They're like, "I'll eat your teeth."
Yeah. She's so dumb. I'm sorry, but don't have children
This
and
is why
move
white
into a
people die
creepy
in horror
house.
movies.
Yes.
For sure.
Um.
That was such a fun conversation.
Yeah.
I can't believe I thought you were talking about the Kirstie Alley movie, but mega shout out to that fucking movie where Kirstie Alley is a tooth fairy.
I'm dead.
Live for that movie.
That sounds so bad, and I need to watch it.
It's so good.
Well, you believe in magic. Do you believe in like crop circles and aliens? Because a lot of crop circles are organized so specifically and pressed down so perfectly that they're like, no human machine could do this.
I think crop circles are made by people.
I agree with that.
I would totally believe a conspiracy theory that there's like this underbelly hidden secret society about people who can do weird things like this.
I think it's a competition.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be wild? It's basically like a like a pie competition at the county fair for them.
It is though. Like, I don't believe in crop circles. I think it's all bullshit. I feel like it's a group of people who gets together and is like, we're gonna see who can make the best crop circle and scare people.
For sure. Darknet. I do believe that there are aliens out there though. For me, I logically cannot come up with a reason why you would not believe that there was at least something out there.
Yeah.
If you believe that the universe is fucking gigantic, there's a potential of overlaying alternate universes. And how can you not believe that out there in all of that stuff that there's not some other form of being?
Yeah.
Even if they are exactly identical to humanity, I have to believe that they're out there.
I think that's what's so cool about like sci-fi alien movies is that every movie's different because we don't have a standard for aliens and what we expect. You could literally do anything. There's alien movies where they're fucking people and you're like, bitch, that was an alien at the end.
Yeah.
I am deathly terrified though. Like, I believe they've been here because of, like, I don't know if you've ever watched Ancient Aliens, but there's a lot of research into the pyramids, and there's pyramids underwater that are so perfectly sculpted, and they weigh so much that there's no way that people would be able to measure that and haul that up without some sort of technology. And it's so crazy to think about, but
Atlantis! No, I'm just kidding.
That's a whole thing too.
We
can talk about mermaids next. But I am terrified of aliens. I used to have nightmares about aliens as a kid. I try and avoid.
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt. Let me just talk over you. Oh, I can't believe that an alien species that would come here who had developed the technology to travel through long stretches of space without losing their physical form, or dying, or whatever, that level of intelligence would be reached through something that is purely malevolent against other creatures. Like Predator, how in God's name did a society built around, being a psychotic hunter could achieve space travel across galaxies to go and hunt for fun, basically?
That's creepy to think about.
I don't think it's possible. I think if you reach enlightenment and can travel across space-time, that you probably don't want to just kill everything.
I mean, I believe that too, because obviously we're still here, nothing's happening. I've never seen a fucking UFO in my life. But the concept that they could come down and just be like, I'm gonna sneak into your room and fucking kill you, or take you, or probe you, any of that is terrifying to me.
I don't think that's any more terrifying than the fact that you think about that can happen with people at any time in your life. My favorite murder. Everybody's a murderer.
I guess.
Tomorrow could be the day that you wake up to somebody standing in your bedroom ready to kidnap you.
But in your bed, that's supposed to be safe.
And it was Betty from down the street.
Oh, aliens are so creepy.
I don't think they're creepy.
What do you think is the scariest form of alien that you've seen in an anime or a movie or a show?
Oh, xenomorphs, for sure.
Oh, like an alien?
Yeah, love Alien. Totally obsessed with xenomorphs. It's the perfect killing machine, Dex.
Have you seen the new ones, though?
No. I saw Prometheus. I loved Prometheus.
You need to watch the sequel to that one. It's crazy.
Is there a sequel now?
Yeah, you find out their origin. You find out literally how they came to be.
Love that.
It's crazy.
Love it.
Yeah. What about the Loch Ness Monster? Or like underwater aquatic creatures?
Oh, Def. Mos Def, the band. I feel I love the ocean. There are endless mysteries in that blue orb.
That's what scares me about it.
That's what I love. But I totally believe that there are things in the ocean or bodies of water that we cannot explain.
Like specifically the Loch Ness Monster, would you believe in that one?
I don't know if I can believe that.
I don't either because I think it's such a small body of water.
I
But
feel honestly, it's boring because with how far we are with technology and stuff, if there was something in there, there is literally no fucking possible way in all of God's creation that we would not have found it by now.
I agree. But the ocean, I believe that there's large animals, like maybe a giant shark or something, down deep.
Oh, trench monsters.
Ugh.
I think they are the most interesting thing. Like those bioluminescent creatures are made of magic. No, I'm just kidding.
That's crazy to me that they have their own source of light underwater.
Yeah.
Within themselves.
They make it. It's crazy.
I can't get my light to work.
One day I'm just gonna glow like a fucking light bulb. It's gonna be amazing. That was a tangent.
Do you believe in like mermaids? Or like sirens?
No.
I don't either.
I feel really guilty because the ex was really obsessed with mermaids. But there's no way that mermaids did exist, anything that we wouldn't have found it by now.
I'm gonna take a huge shit on National Geographic now and call them out because in, I think, 2012, they put out an article saying that they found the body of a live mermaid. And this is like a well-respected, Geographic magazine about different places of the world.
Didn't they make a National Geographic special about it too?
Yes, it was on the front cover and everything. And then, like, they never addressed it or anything. And then finally apologized and was like, sorry, it was actually just the sea creature that washed up. We haven't seen the corpse of it in a long time. So a couple years later, the same thing happens. Same fucking company. And they published this guy's picture of a fin flapping out of the fucking water. And he says it's mermaids. And they publish his article.
Shut up. Somebody got fucking fired for that.
I hope so. Like, National Geographic, get your shit together.
They were really trying to, bring people back in. They needed subscribers bad, huh?
Yeah. Look it up, though. It's insane.
That is absolutely insane. I love that, though.
What about Bigfoot?
I knew this was going to come up. And I thought a lot about it. I thought a lot about Bigfoot. I don't think he exists. But everything inside of me wants him to exist.
Yeah, same here. I want him to be this big, lovable bear that's like, hello!
I'm the Sasquatch!
Yeah. But I know he doesn't exist. There's no way. I'm sorry, but people are so cruel and our environment is so fucked up that there's no way he would have the stability to live, let alone reproduce. Where are the other Sasquatches?
Wamatches? We make all of these really wild scientific assumptions, and then we state them as fact, and that's what this podcast is fake facts.
Yeah, fake facts. We're not experts. We are not here to give true 100% facts. This is just an our opinion podcast.
Yes.
I mean, what if Sasquatch was discovered tomorrow and they were like, he's real and we have him right now in captivity?
I'd be on a fucking plane banging down their door like no one's business.
I wouldn't
I would want to meet Sasquatch.
I would be glued to the news, but I wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, I'm just watching, waiting for this man to fucking take off his monkey costume.
That would shake the foundation of who we are as a people.
Yeah.
Humanity.
But I think any paranormal or mythical discovery like that would alter the way that we would think about life.
I love the idea of paranormal creatures who exist because we think they exist.
like recreate
That
them.
collective consciousness
Like
gave them form.
Frankenstein and vampires.
Yeah.
And werewolves.
I love the idea of that human consciousness like has seeped together and all of that collective massive emotions and everything created something.
I do believe in werewolves in a way. It's not the typical like when the full moon comes out you transform.
Do you think it's a genetic thing?
No, it's a disease, I think, because there have been cases of people
lycanthropy.
Kind of. Because there have been cases of people who have been bitten by wolves and like have grown hair really rapidly and begin to foam at the mouth and like lose their mind basically.
I need receipts for this.
Google it.
I will. That's what I'm gonna do all night.
But I feel like it's definitely possible that it's like a form of rabies or something that affects the human body. Because like once we have rabies, we can't stop it, you know?
Yeah. That's wild. I don't know.
Yeah. But that would be my belief in a werewolf. Not like they fucking transform and are like...
I just want Teen Wolf to be real.
Can we go on a tangent about who we would sleep with from that
show? The Smasher Pass.
Yeah.
I don't know that show that well. And basically, I would bang everybody on that show.
So, Derek Hale, buff guy with the eyebrows and black hair.
The main character?
No, that's Scott.
Is Derek Hale...
He's super buff.
What's his name?
He looks angry like this.
In the show, yeah.
His name's Derek Hale in the show.
Oh, like Styles and Hale or whatever.
Yeah.
That everybody ships.
Yeah.
Oh, smash. Like
Same.
No one's business. I'd get weird. I'd let it get weird.
What about Styles? The little bald cutie.
Oh, for sure. That would be more gentle.
I don't know if I would smash.
A night after a good dinner, and then you go back and you know, like you don't really fuck. Like you maybe like mess around, and then it's just like
you unfurl your finger up them.
Yeah. No, like you make out, and then you kind of like mildly jerk each other off, and then like go to bed.
That's cute. I think Dylan O'Brien's cute, but he's not my cup of tea.
That was really quite the image that I created.
What about the main character, Scott?
I feel like everybody thinks he's the hottest, and I don't really. He's not my jam.
Me either.
Like his body's nice, I guess, but it's very cookie cutter, like buff kid.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say kid. I'm pretty sure he's like as old as I am.
He's probably older than us.
There's no way he's in his 30s.
What about the paranormal myth of eternity? Because Jennifer Lopez and Jennifer Aniston have not aged. Not only that, but obviously they've had plastic surgery, but it's so fucking perfect. It does not look like they have had anything done.
I don't know what that has to do with paranormal creatures, but 100% I agree. I don't know.
I have a theory that J-Lo...
I think they just have really good genetics.
I think J-Lo bathes in the blood of like virgins. Like I think she is part of the Illuminati.
She is still flawless. Oh, there we go. Do you think the Illuminati's real?
No. You know, I believe in the foundation of it, like the Freemasons. I believe all that because I know people who were involved in the Freemasons. And I believe that that was like a foundation of a religion, but I don't believe in the Illuminati. I don't believe there's like this overseeing powerful group of people that are like who control everything in the world.
I don't think it's real. I hope it's not real. I'm actually so terrified of the idea of that people would have that much power over so many. That's scary.
Have you heard about the theory of the alien lizards in the government?
Yeah, I think everybody's heard the
fact or
the
fiction?
Conspiracy theory about lizard people.
I'm gonna call fiction.
Fiction, but also I would love a TV show about it.
Miley Cyrus is allegedly a lizard person.
I would believe that.
Is it just because of how much she flicks out her tongue?
She's just super strange.
Yeah.
It's like I just always think of that episode of Family Guy where Tyra Banks is having her infamous meltdown where she's like, "We believed in you, Tiffany."
Oh my god!
And then the lizard comes out of her mouth and like eats the model and then runs away.
Yes, that was amazing.
Tyra, lizard person confirmed. Family Guy, thank you.
Family Guy's a master of recreating scenes and just making them so much better, though.
Agreed.
I hate that show, but, like, god damn it. Some of the cutaways get me so goddamn good. It's like they
My
personally know what I wanted.
favorite one is the Sandra Bullock commercial.
Oh,
And it comes on.
no.
A lot of people died in the tsunami, but don't worry, I didn't. I'll be here to entertain you and your family for years and years to come.
I do remember that.
Me. I die every time. I've watched it so many times.
That is such a good cutaway. I haven't seen any of the new ones, but my favorite old one was the Britney Spears one where, like, her doorbell rings and she's like, I gotta go. The door is ringing or something. She, like, hangs up her phone and, like, pushes in her baby's soft spot and ashes her cigarette in it. I was like, holy shit.
Love it. Do you think Britney Spears is a paranormal creature?
I think she's a paranormal legend.
Queen.
I'm kidding.
I love Britney Spears.
I think she has her shit a lot more together than everyone gives her credit for, but I don't think she's all that in a pack of crackers. I think she is a pop star who has failed and is just kind of trying to figure her life out.
Bless, though.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. She's a great mom. She had the Dragon Ball birthday party for her kids.
That's so cute. I love that.
We should reel it back. We are way off topic.
Yes, back to creatures. Chupacabra?
Chupacabra. I watched so many YouTube videos about Chupacabra. I love that. I love the quote-unquote paranormal side of YouTube. That's a whole nother topic.
Oh, I know. There's so many good ones.
But Chupacabra, no. I think maybe there is an animal that somehow, by some miracle, we have not found yet, but...
That's what I believe. I don't think it's as vicious and crazy as everyone says.
No, I think it's just wants to eat like any other animal.
I picture it being the size of a wolf if it's real. Like, if that.
Not like a half-naked guy. Like,
yeah.
"Ah!"
It's so many variations of it, though.
There is so many.
There's, like, described with wings, having a long tail, like, being tall and lanky.
Like Kringle Moss or whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand.
What is that guy's name? The anti-Santa.
Oh, Krampus.
Krampus.
Yeah.
Do you believe in Krampus?
No, because I would have to believe in Santa.
You don't believe in Santa? That's so sad.
I'm trying really hard to be serious.
I know.
Serious.
I was
like,
waiting for the internal decision. Like, do I encourage him as a person, or is this going to get out of control?
No.
I don't.
No Krampus, no Santa.
Santa's probably not real. Probably. Only probably.
Definitely not.
I want to believe in Santa. I love that.
You can say it's not real because there's no 5-year-olds listening.
I'm not going to say that.
If you're like 5 and
that's
you're
like saying fairies don't exist. I would never kill a fairy. How dare you?
I don't think you kill them by saying they're not real.
I think you do. We all saw Peter Pan. Tinkerbell is my queen.
I've never seen Peter Pan.
Isn't it only the applause of children or something will bring them back?
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Peter Pan?
Nope.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
That's it. This podcast is over. I can't talk to you.
What other creatures are there?
Oh, we could go on for years. But I feel...
Mothman.
That the ones that I would keep talking about are all, like, myths and legends and stuff. And that's a whole nother topic.
I love myths and legends.
And we've already gone off on 85 tangents.
Let's wrap it up with, like, the Greek gods and the myth of, like, all the Greek creatures. Do you believe in that?
I don't know, but I think whoever wrote it was a hell of a writer.
I agree. Oh my god. So many wonderful characters and creatures.
Also super bizarre, though.
Yeah.
Like, everybody bangs everybody and they turn into animals and rape people. And
I always wanted to be Medusa.
She was... Do you not know the real story of Medusa?
I thought it was that she got raped and murdered and then came back as the serpent woman and then was killed
She was
again.
punished. She became Medusa out of punishment. She worked in a church of I think it was Hera. She worked in one of the churches of Hera, and she was raped in one of the churches and like sexually assaulted. And Hera couldn't stand it. She thought she was dirty and she was mad at her. And she punished her. She cursed her to become Medusa so no man could ever look at her again.
Sad.
So Medusa lived out her life alone, waiting to die because she couldn't look at anything without turning it to stone until, is it Heracles? Comes and kills her to claim like the trophy in the Odyssey.
Thank you for that enlightenment. That was
I'm sure half of that was wrong, but it's something along those general lines.
We put that in our bio that this is not facts.
True. It's tragic. I cried. If you read the story, it's really sad. And it's very victim shaming. It's problematic.
I believe in parts of Greek gods and like Greek society, but I don't believe it's as written. I feel like it was a fantasy novel where they were like, this is unlike anything that anyone has written ever because I'm fucking insane.
Right.
That was really good.
Yeah.
We could definitely talk about more paranormal creatures, but I think we covered everything that's important.
Send us what you believe about paranormal creatures. Are your cats paranoid? Please tell us. No.
I am a paranoid creature.
Send us your paranormal stories about stuff that happened to you.
Yeah.
Or things you believe in, don't believe in, link articles. Go crazy.
No alien stories, though, please.
Yeah, you'll scare Dex half to death.
That's literally my nightmare.
Bye.
Bye.